All right. Hey, empathic healers. Question of the day, our journal prompt. Do you feel grounded in your body or do you feel detached? And do you feel more attached to others? You ready to go a little deeper? Grab your journal and journal with me. Today we are talking about our self. So that's self-awareness, beliefs, and root chakra energy. So welcome to Energy Healing Lifestyle Journal Self-Care Challenge Day 22. My name is Robin Knott. I am your host of Energy Healing TV and podcast on YouTube, Rumble, and Spotify, and the founder of the EnergyHealingSchool.com. I'm a certified Reiki Master Teacher and have a Master of Social Work degree specializing in mental health and addiction treatment. And I'm here to teach fellow empathic healers various energy healing methods with a strong focus on self-care, self-worth, and self-love without feelings of blame, shame, or guilt. So if you've been following along, you know that I work with a three-step process, right? Increasing our awareness, assessing where we're at, and then align, if we're not already, get into alignment or at least closer into alignment with the source of unconditional love, right? So I'm going to step by step it today. I literally would love it if you have one handy, or you can do it on replay. Grab a journal, grab a notebook, grab something to write in. Or if you like to use apps and you have your phone handy, if you're not watching on it, and you can pull up your app and use that to do your writing. But start with this journal prompt. So the journal prompt is a question I started the video with, right? Do you, and you can always pause or come back or however you wish to do it, or just keep it in mind or do it your own way is fine as well. I'm just, sharing with you how I do my journaling. So the question for today, do you feel grounded in your body or do you feel detached? And many of you know, because I mention it often, right, to join me on the Empathic Healers Masterclass. That's a big thing when it comes to protecting our energy and setting boundaries, right? Having that self-awareness, knowing what we want, what we think, what we believe, how we feel within ourselves. Do we feel stable and secure and grounded, or do we feel like pushed and pulled and wonky and out of sorts, right? Detached. So again, do you feel grounded? Ask yourself. So I would really love it as you journal if you would write that question down. Do I or do you feel grounded in your body? Or do you feel detached? So just kind of feel in. Check in with yourself, focus your attention inward, and just see how you're feeling. Do you feel grounded or do you feel kind of not? Allow whatever to come up, right? So write the question, or don't even write it if you don't want to. Ask yourself the question and sit and listen. Like you literally asked yourself, do I feel grounded in my body? And just wait to see what comes to mind. You might hear yes, you might hear no, you might hear sometimes, you might hear something way off the topic. Write it down anyways. So you, after you write down whatever comes to mind, even, the color purple and pink and green and whatever it is that comes to mind, let it free flow. I know it sounded funny, but let it free flow. And afterward, as you look back on your journal, that helps increase your self-awareness, right? You'll be able to see, where did my mind go when I asked if I felt grounded in my body or if I felt detached? And then add on that, do you feel more attached to others? Sometimes we feel, might not be the feeling, sometimes we but kind of feel more attached to others, not in the sense of like feeling close to them or having this amazing relationship. It depends on how you're defining that word attached, right? But am I over focused on other people's wants, other people's needs, other people's interests, other people's opinions? Do I seem to focus more on others than myself? And when we do that, then we get that feeling of detachment. I'm detached from me. How many of you can say that you had felt like you've lost yourself before? You ever had said that before? I lost myself. I lost myself in this relationship. I lost myself working on a project. I lost myself, whatever it may be. It's that, right? We lose our own focus. We lose just the awareness of what's coming up for us, our own needs, our own wants, our own interests, doing what we enjoy, right? Taking that time for self, which is why I love it when I see you guys hop on here, whether it's short or long, right? And take those moments to check in with you. I see so many people on social media and elsewhere really making those efforts to connect with other people and to help other people. And I think it is stinking beautiful, amazing, and needed. Needed, right? But let's not, quote unquote, lose ourselves in that process. Let's not get so detached from ourselves, right? Having that balance, if you will. Remember, balanced, I don't mean necessarily like you're going to have it completely level, but somewhat balanced between helping others and staying grounded within ourselves. Because, you know, when we get so detached from ourselves and then we become unhealthy or unhealthier, and for some of us, right, then how are we really showing up to help other people? How well can I be in service to you if I'm not taking care of me too, right? How much love can I share out with you when I'm not allowing to receive any myself? So we talked a little bit about that yesterday, right? That flow of energy and how we can block that flow of energy. And by blocking that flow of energy is how we overfocus on other people and kind of detach from ourselves, of our own needs. It creates that feeling of insecurity and instability, right? It can even increase some feelings of fear and like anxiety because I don't feel safe when I feel detached. When I'm not grounded, I don't feel secure. I feel pretty wonky, right? So check in with yourself. I'm hoping also that you're able to see or start, hearing the connection between our self-awareness, being grounded within ourselves, within this physical body, our beliefs system, our beliefs, and the energy in the root chakra. So again, root chakra energy deals with safety and security, right? Feeling grounded, connected not just with earth, yes, with earth, but also this physical body. We are here as this human having this experience, right? So getting grounded, not only focused on the human, but still grounding into the human. And what keeps coming up more and more too, so I'm just going to take the second to share, is when I have conversations about manifesting, I can really just see that visual more about as we, that ask and it's given. So we send it out, but then we really pull it in to ground it into and create it in our physical reality. A little bit off topic, but it is that. It is that receiving from the source of unconditional love and pulling that energy, not pulling it, but allowing and receiving that energy to fill and overflow this physical body. And it's in that overflow that we can serve in our best way, right? It's in that overflow that we can love from our deepest being. It's that. Let me see if there's anything else. See, got my journal. You guys journaling? They print these little papers. I created them and print them, and they're available to you as well if you would like them. I just like having something different that focuses specific, use it specifically, right, for each day that we do our journaling process. So again, if you're new to me, I basically work through the chakras, right? Monday we start with the root chakra, Tuesday it's the sacral chakra, Wednesday it's solar plexus, Thursday it's heart, Friday it's throat chakra, Saturday is third eye chakra, and Sunday is crown chakra. And then in each of those as well, I made the connections between my acronyms as part of my signature system, if you will. And that's what I pull in for each day. So instead of going through all 7 again, follow along with me, right? And we'll go through each one on each day. So today, S in self-awareness. The S stands for self, really being aware of ourselves. So again, my 3-step process: aware, assess, and align. So on each day, we put our awareness into whatever we're looking at. So root chakra energy, awareness on self, and awareness on our beliefs. That was the other thing. And what you believe also plays a huge role. It's a big factor in how, where we put our focus. What came up in my journaling as well is that because we're programmed to focus on others, right? We are taught, we're programmed to believe that focusing on self is selfish. Focusing on self, it's ego. Focusing on self, right? It's bad, it's wrong. Looks like my internet's getting wonky. Hopefully it's good. I'm going to set this up here for a minute so I can adjust myself. Um, so what your beliefs, because that's going to really drive where you put your attention or your focus. If you allow yourself to be aware of your own needs and take care of you, or if you continue to deny self to focus on others, right? However, what I call in alignment with the source of unconditional love, that unconditional love is for everyone, including you, right? So is denying you in alignment with the source of unconditional love? Absolutely not, right? What would be more in alignment with the source of unconditional love is taking care of you and sharing with others, loving you and loving others, right? So if you're not already in alignment with the source of unconditional love because it came into your awareness, or maybe you were already aware that you don't really feel that grounded in your body and that you do focus on other people's wants and needs and desires or interests or opinions, what is one step you can take to get closer to being in alignment with the source of unconditional love? And again, to be honest, doing this is one way. If you'll notice, each time we get on here, like, assess before you get started with your journal and then after, and notice if you can't feel a slight difference. May or may not be huge and massive, and that's okay. But can you feel a difference? Can you feel a little shift in your energy? And that shift in your energy is what helps bring you more in alignment with the source of unconditional love. So, yeah, hey, that was a lot already. We will wrap that up. Let's see, what else do I have for you? Homework, which is just that, right? Our homework is to journal. Our homework is to check in with yourself, journal on your process, journal on your awareness, journal and assess where you're at, right? Do I feel like this is in alignment with the source of unconditional love? And again, I challenge you, self-care challenge, right? I challenge you to really question that belief. Do I have that belief, that rooted core belief that taking care of myself is selfish? That putting my needs, making my needs a priority, is that selfish? And that might be something that we can go deeper on and challenge, right? Journal on that more. So again, part of this journaling process, it's asking yourself these prompting questions and really listening. So as if you ask someone else a question and then you listen to wait for a response, you do that with yourself, right? You ask the question and you just sit quietly and just start writing what comes to mind. And again, as you reflect, it'll help increase your self-awareness. Also, as I mentioned earlier, if you haven't already, sign up for the Empathic Healers Masterclass, a step-by-step guide to set boundaries and protect your energy, right? Your energy. Again, and I'm not saying we shield and block ourselves off from the world. It's just a way that we can feel healthier, more grounded, more stable. And I definitely will go deeper on that in the masterclass, right? And then meet me back here tomorrow to talk about emotions, which are energy emotions, literally, right? And governed by the sacral chakra. So we'll cover the sacral chakra energy as well. So thank you for hopping on live or replay. I hope you have a wonderful day, evening, whatever time in the world it is for you. If you're comfortable, share in the comments what your experience is on this journaling journey, if you will. And I will see you tomorrow. So much love. Bye, guys.